G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is me doing something a little bit more in my wheelhouse today rather than doing a dog bed or something like that. Today I'm sharpening up a custom knife that I've made. It's a brand new knife, never been sharpened before. And what I'm going to start by doing is just using some black texture along the edge, just to help pick that flat edge up. I have an old set of eyes, so sometimes not so easy to do that when I'm actually working. Next thing I'm going to do is just check my angle, and I want about a 20-degree angle, which we're not quite at. I need to come up a little bit more. There we go, spot on the 20. And just to run you through quickly my knife sharpening process, the first stage is sharpening on a water grinder. It's a very slow moving grinder, it's got water in it, doesn't heat the blade up at all, which is fantastic because it's a hardened and tempered edge. We don't want heat in there that's going to affect the temper. It's not going to be as good. And then from this I'll go across, which I'll show you in a bit, and use it on a Lansky system, which is the one I use to finish it off with. Then we'll go inside and I will strop it and get it to razor sharp. So we've got this one, which is brand new, hasn't had an edge on it before, so we're putting the secondary bevel on it for the first time. I've got this one here and this one here, which are my actual indoor knives that I use constantly day to day. This one's about 18 months old, never been sharpened, so it's getting to the stage where it needs it. This one's a stainless one, doesn't hold the edge quite as good, and that's about 12 months old, and again they're at the stage where they need to be sharpened up now. So they only need the Lansky because they've already got the secondary bevel ground on them, so they'll come in later on when we get to the Lansky. Alright, this is, as I said, just a dirt cheap water grinder. It's about the cheapest on the market, but it does the job absolutely fantastically. So what I'm going to do is just come along following the same line all the way. There's no point checking the angle and then grinding down here. It's not going to work. So we want to keep it at the same height all the way along. And we're just going to grind away on both sides until we get just a slight burr on the edge. We want to take down the flat spot and just get a slight burr on the edge from on it. And then from there, we'll go across to the Lansky and put the final edge on it. All right, away we go. I don't know what the noise is going to be like on this. I might end up fast forwarding it and putting some music over the top, just so everyone doesn't have to tolerate a heap of noise. Let's just see what it's like. Just checking out as we go along and seeing how that bevel's developing. Just want to make sure it's consistent all the way through, and then we're getting a nice even grind, so we're going to get a nice even cutting surface. it's coming along nicely, so I'll flip it over and start working on the other side. I just want to take it along both sides at the same time. You don't want to overdo one side, then you end up taking meat off the blade. There's no point in that. Now, I better throw a disclaimer in here as well. So, it's about to pop up on your screen. And take notice of it, folks. What you see me doing ain't necessarily what you should be doing. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm showing you how I do it. Okay, it's missing a little bit up the tip here, so I need to take that grind a little bit higher. And the other side's pretty good. A little bit short in the grind there, so I'll flip it over and take a bit more out of there as well. But first, let's fix that tip up. There we go, up to the tip. Shorten that tip off a little bit, and we got that hollow there. So let's just fix those. A bit more required there. I'm just feeling for that little burr there, and as it says in the disclaimer, be careful. Just still a wee bit more to go there. I know after all the work that's gone into making the knife up to this point, the last thing you want to do is rush it. Yeah, it's taking the time, looking, feeling, seeing what that edge is doing. Just checking it every couple of passes. It's almost there. Alright, beautiful. It's got that burr all the way along. Secondary bevel is consistent from one side to the other. A little bit thicker up the front here than at the back. That's fine. It's just a matter of the grind. Means there's a bit more meat behind the tip, which is the way I try to grind them, keeping that extra meat at the tip there, just to keep that tip just a bit reinforced. Alright, so we'll flip it across now and go across to sharpening on the Lansky system. Thanks.